Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth. Yeah, pointing with our fingers. Welcome it, everybody. Oh man, I can't even speak.
That's what we have to do. We have to point with our fingers, because to use any other pointy thing would be against Twitch terms of service.
Yeah. Do you know some politicians use a power thumb? Jeremy, have you seen the power thumb?
I would like to say that like Barack Obama incepted that, and then every other cunt nicked it. And I might be right in that, and I also might be wrong. So
yes, it's definitely a politician.
It's a 50-50 chance.
It's a 50-50 chance.
I'm either right or I'm wrong.
I'm Alex. This is Jez. Those names came up. You probably already know them. Welcome into this. Don't get me started. It's the rantiest show anywhere, basically.
But we're on Twitch.
But we're on Twitch.
Or you might be watching us later on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or where else are we? Or listening to us in podcast form somewhere. In the many, many places.
Driving along the road.
Driving home for Christmas, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, it's not Christmas now, but that's how
maybe you've got a long way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're driving to
somewhere which is 9 months away.
Uranus.
Yes.
It might take you
Start now. I
think if you start driving now to anywhere else in the world, you'll probably get there long before Christmas. So that's a bad analogy.
What's the longest you've ever driven anywhere? Like from, understand the question.
I do.
I thought I was going to clarify it, but I didn't think it was really relevant.
Probably 6 hours.
6 hours.
Yeah, which isn't really that long.
No, that's why we want to do this rally, Jeremy.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can drive further than we've ever driven before.
Yeah, Newcastle upon Tyne.
Oh, I've driven there.
That's probably the furthest I've driven in one sitting.
In one sitting?
Yeah. Say the number, Alex.
This is episode, checks notes, 122.
By which he means 100,022. Get those bitties out.
Say the line, Bart. Welcome in everybody that's in here at the moment. And thank you very much for dropping some bits.
Very kind.
I've got a bit of a bad throat, Jeremy. And so let's keep this short tonight.
Okay. Are we about done?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. He changed his mind.
I don't feel good, but hopefully I just won't talk as much.
Hey, that works for me. I'll do all the talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got so much stuff to talk about today in the show. I've written it all down.
Yeah.
Loads of things.
Yeah, and they're numbered as well.
So cleverly.
So English and maths all in one.
Will, you superstar.
That's very, very, very droll.
Thank you very much for that. Unnecessary, but also at the same time completely necessary.
Like the joke doesn't work unless you actually do the thing. So,
yeah.
So you've got to do it.
We won't keep doing it. We won't keep doing it.
That's not true. I enjoy pressing the fake ending button too much.
So many things, of course, on today's episode. We're going to have something viral, which amused us. Of course.
And we're not just talking about your throat.
No.
That could be something viral too.
Yes. Things that about people who have fucked up on today, or any day really, basically.
Yeah, today is the name, but it's very rare.
Could have fucked up at any time.
Yeah.
We've got some controversial opinions. We've probably got some confessions. We've obviously got some Am I the Arseholes? And then we're going to fuck the fuck off. So loads of stuff ready for today. I don't think we'll be getting in the sea, though.
I don't think we'll be doing C, no. But if you would like to use the opportunity to get your C-clusions in via the channel points, because you can only do 3 a week. So if you want to get them in now, and then we can do a mega C in a future episode.
That is
stack them up.
A life hack, isn't it? That's something you could just get in there on the weeks we're not doing it, kind of like use your 3 this week so that, they're in there ready to go.
Yeah. There's no guarantee that we'll actually discuss them, even if you do put them in.
No, that's true.
It's not you must talk about it just because you've used some channel points. I don't give a fuck what you use your channel points for. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. We should just have a channel point redemption that's completely pointless.
Yes.
There's just like 10,000 and it's like just says go fuck yourself.
You get nothing.
You get nothing.
Yeah.
You get nothing. Good day, sir. That's probably what it should say, basically.
Is that Willy Wonka?
Willy Wonka, yeah.
I finished reading that with my daughter for the first time.
Does it have that line in it? I suspect it doesn't.
It does not. No, I didn't remember because it had been easily 20 years since I'd last read the book. That it doesn't have the Wonka telling Charlie and Grandpa Joe to go fuck themselves because they did the
fizzy lifting drink.
Fizzy lifting thing. That is not in there.
Does he just get it instantly? Does he win it?
He just gets it, yeah. Like you're the last man standing. Congratulations, you get a chocolate factory.
Yeah, see, that's the way Roald Dahl would have done it. And I know that is exactly how he did it, but that is a very Roald Dahl way. No fucking around. You're a good boy. They're bad. That's his story.
Your life's shit, so you get the cool thing.
Yeah. Whereas Gene Wilder's went, Gene Wilder thought, hang on a minute.
Too easy.
Let's just fuck with you. Stole fizzy lifting drink.
Yeah, and I've got the movie ready to watch with Hannah. We didn't quite get it in the Easter holidays, so that'll probably be a job for this weekend.
Cheer up, Charlie. Give us a smile. I'm not a big fan of that song. I mean, when you say you want to watch it, you mean the Gene Wilder one, or do you mean?
Of course, mean the Gene Wilder one. The other one doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned. The whoever it is, I've forgotten his name. Is it Johnny Depp?
Yeah, it is Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Why, Johnny? What are you doing? It was crap. Yeah, like the Gartic pass they suggest for a waste of your money. I mean, that had a purpose.
That did have a purpose.
That was like a cunt buffer.
It was a cunt buffer. It was a cunt buffer. It was because we knew that like they had to save up a certain amount of points. They'd have to keep coming back, by which it would mean that by that
you
point
wouldn't get the rando cunts turning up on the first day going, "Oh, can I play and draw some cocks and some racist shit?" Yeah, no, you've got to be here long enough to vet you.
No racist or any other ist would want to wait a week and a half.
They won't spend the time.
No.
Instant aggressive racification.
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Almost certainly. You know that if you have to wait, there's just no way. They'll never come back. And if they came back the week later and they'd waited a week, there is a racism waiting period of 1 week.
Yeah, if you have the attrition to stay a couple of weeks to build up the points to be a racist after like 3 weeks, then more power to you.
More power to you.
You deserve it.
More white power to you, probably, I would imagine. But
instant twatification. That's them. Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody ever did.
I knew someone would fix that pun for me. And
Racists are impatient, Jake.
I'll edit that in post. It'd be great. Yes, racists are impatient. Yeah.
They can't. They want to be racist now. I want today.
And if they can't be racist now, it's probably the blacks' fault or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Bloody racist. Do you know something?
Fucking hate racists.
I fucking hate racists, and I'm glad they were, but they didn't hang around because they have to. There's so many streams on Twitch. They don't need to. They can just go somewhere else. They don't need us.
Yeah, the Venn diagram of racist cunts and like internet trolls is just a circle. They're on top of each other.
Yeah.
It's not really a Venn diagram. It's just a
circle. And then DGMS was cancelled. Maybe. Hey.
We're not endorsing racism.
No, we are anti.
Yes. Yeah. By which it's our like, I can't remember what an auntie is.
Some.
Brother's
mother. Sister. Oh, fuck, I can't think.
I can't auntie.
It would. No.
It ruined the whole joke. Just imagine I got the familial link right and it was funny.
So many things to talk about. Should we move the fuck along?
We probably should. Otherwise, we'll start talking about uncles and stuff and we'll lose the plot.
Yeah.
Let's get into our first segment. It's the segment that you like to listen to the sting to. It's going viral. Do you know we haven't had a 4K viral yet? That'll be a treat for the people watching back on YouTube.
Oh, yes.
Extra bloppy in 4K, I would expect.
Going viral is where we find something that has gone viral or that amuses us.
And then we lick it so that we catch a hideous disease.
We do, which is what I've got. Well, not hideous disease. Just I think it was Captain Brilliant that gave me this.
Probably. He is a disease spreader.
He's a disease-ridden motherfucker. And I think
he licks anything.
And he touches...
He licks all people, plants, animals, rule one.
All these things. Basically, So I reckon I got that from him. So what have we got for virals?
So I've got a news article for us for viral this week. It has some of your favourite things in it. Belgium.
Oh, I bloody love Belgium.
You do bloody love Belgium.
Yeah.
Samurais. Samurais are cool.
I love samurais too.
And most favoritist of them all, that's a word,
Yes.
is Monopoly. It's got Monopoly in it too.
I bloody love Monopoly.
Yeah.
One of the best games, he says.
Okay. I'll lead with the first line and then pause for dramatic effect. A late-night Monopoly game outside of a house ended in a bloody samurai battle sword fight last Sunday.
As so many of them do. Outside?
It's a great run-on sentence, this. It just keeps getting better. A late-night Monopoly game outside of a house. Like, right.
Not inside a house.
No, because that's too pedestrian to play it on the kitchen table.
And it's more pedestrian to play it on the pavement.
That's
Boom.
Factually true.
That is.
Yeah, and funny.
Yes.
You don't get many jokes that are factually true and funny these
I
days.
know. I was really pleased with that,
You
actually.
nailed that one. That was
When you were saying pedestrian, I'm like, oh, shit me. Finish your sentence. I've got to say
Stop
it.
talking so I can say the line. A late night Monopoly game outside of a house ended in a bloody samurai battle. Samurai sword fight. Not just any samurai sword fight. I can't.
Samurai sword fat. It's a really wide blade.
Yeah. A bloody samurai sword fight. Fucking hell. I swear I'm not doing it deliberately.
It's the word
I
fight.
can't say fight. I'm being like
Saturday
censored.
night's all right for fatting.
Yeah,
Saturday.
Somebody's pushing the censor button and I keep saying fat instead of fight. Bloody samurai sword fight last Sunday.
Bloody samurais.
Easy for me to say.
Yep.
People living along a residential street in Brussels, Belgium, woke up to Monopoly cards and bloodstains scattered across the pavement.
Pentonville Avenue.
I would have loved to see the CSI episode about this.
Those little cards or
Yeah,
those little numbers exhibit or whatever.
One Mayfair and half a community chest sliced in half with a samurai sword with blood dripping, oozing across it. It'd be a great episode.
Just
of
like
CSI.
a dog. A bloody dog.
Make it so CBS. We need this episode of CSI. Welcome in all the people that are joining as we do this, by the way. But I'm busy forgetting how to talk.
Hey Hannah, hey Nova.
Good to see you all. Police said a fight erupted at around 5 a.m.
5 a.m. late night Monopoly on the streets of Brussels.
Surely that's early morning Monopoly at this point.
It's very true.
Yeah.
Well, things start. It takes a long time to play, so they've probably been going for several hours.
It's true. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
They probably started Christmas.
Yeah. About the same time as the guy was driving back for Christmas.
Yeah. He didn't quite make it, so he played Monopoly instead.
That's right.
And this is where Belgian journalism differs from British journalism.
Yes.
5 a.m. outside 77 to 79 Avenue Oscar van, apologies Belgium, Goitsnoven. Goitsnoven.
I suspect that G's an sound.
Goitsnoven. Goitsnoven. There we go, nailed it. In the Forest Commune.
Huh. Not many forests in Brussels.
Okay. Communes? Lots of communes in...
Listen, I never saw one, but I spend my time when I'm in Brussels drinking in pubs, so, you know.
Show Alex, it's not as fun, is it?
No, it's not as fun.
No. Goitsnoven.
Huitsnoven.
Goitsnoven.
Ho.
Are you speaking Belgian or Klingon?
They're so similar.
Kopla!
Carry on.
Josh! Rush! Ashtik! I don't know what that means. I've probably just sworn in Klingon.
Fastroda. That's Skyrim.
The newspaper La Libre Belgique, which I assume is a Belgian newspaper about lucha libre.
It is.
The Mexican art form of professional wrestling.
I would love to see that.
La Libre Belgique. Off the top rope.
Do.
A group of 4 people had been playing the popular board game on the pavement outside the home.
You don't need to say it's popular. I know not you, but like we all know it's popular.
But it says it here.
The popular board game.
Popular board game.
All these people like I've never heard of it.
But the group, consisting of a man and 3 women. Fucking hell, 3 women and it turned into a bloody samurai sword fight?
Just wait. Oh my god.
But the group consisting of a man and 3 women woke up a family living inside. Oh, I see. Stop fucking playing Monopoly so loud!
That's it.
Ching, ching.
That's it. That's what happened, Jeremy.
Loud Monopoly cunts.
There was 3 women and 1 man, and that 1 man had convinced them to do strip Monopoly.
I mean, strip Monopoly, that would certainly shorten the game, I think.
I play strip Monopoly.
You'd be naked before you even got around to
every time
Strand.
You have to, I don't know, mortgage a property. You take care of. I don't know.
Mortgaging a property would take a while.
Yeah.
Maybe it's to buy a property, you have to lose some clothing. That would get the game over really quickly.
Every time you go to jail.
Otherwise, you just play naked, I suppose. But yeah. The bank takes the clothes off your back.
Yes, fruit bat.
It's a big.
Literally.
Allegory. Yeah. Woke up a family living inside. Holding a stick, the father stepped out of the building and asked the group of Monopoly players to leave.
Shut the fuck up.
When things got heated between them, the father's son reportedly stepped outside wielding a Japanese samurai sword in a scabbard to, quote, defend him.
What the fuck? Hold on, Dad. Your stick is insufficient. Let me get my ceremonial samurai sword, which I have above my bed because I'm super cool.
You have brought a stick to a Monopoly fight. You already had a weapon. They had a chance.
Yes.
And that was not sufficient for you. So you stacked the deck even more by bringing out a fucking samurai sword. What the fuck is wrong with you?
A samurai sword is not one of the little, markers.
No, but it should be.
Maybe.
I'd play with a samurai sword. I play with my samurai sword often.
We'd all see your community chest. Yes, you would.
Yes. To defend him, he said.
Defend his dad.
This ignited a scuffle between the father-son duo and the group, which, to recap, was a man and 3 women playing fucking Monopoly.
On the pavement?
On the pavement at 5 a.m.
They didn't have a house to go to?
And why did it take them until 5 a.m. to confront them? Was it totally fine for them to be playing Monopoly at 3 a.m.? Was 5 a.m. the final straw?
Yeah. They're still playing, Margaret.
Yeah. I've gone to bed and got up. I was not disturbed, mind you, but I've just got up to go to work and they're still playing on the pavement. What's the Belgian equivalent of Margaret?
I don't...
Marguerite?
Marguerite, maybe.
It's a bit Frenchy, but...
Yeah.
Belgian can be a bit Frenchy, so let's go with it. Marguerite!
Yes.
I don't know any more Belgian. That's the end of my sentence.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know. It sounded a bit like Scott. Marguerite!
Marguerite! Bring me my samurai sword! A man came out to defend his father with the katana during the fight.
Yeah.
A city spokesman told the newspaper, the player tried to grab the katana and remove the holster. The son tried to get it back.
It's not a holster. No. A gun is in a holster. A sword is in a sheath. Come on, guys.
It is in a sheath. That's right. Yes. This led to both the son and one of the Monopoly players being injured. Police from the Brussels Midi zone said, adding that they had to be taken to hospital.
Yeah.
So, what the fuck, people?
The way I read that, is there still more, by the way?
No, that is the end.
As I read it, I was looking for a good version, the best version I could find from all the places. It effectively said that the sheath got damaged, which strikes me as unlikely. I think the guy probably just really wanted to get the fucking sword out and start swinging it around.
Yeah.
But the reported version, probably from those guys, is that in the struggle, the sheath on the outside got damaged, which exposed the blade, and that's how they got injured, one of them quite seriously. And I'm like, I reckon what happened was that fucking sheath came off super fucking fast. But I have questions about this. What this boils down to is a group of people just went, we really want to play Monopoly.
Yeah.
Can we come to your house? Oh, no, I can't. My mum's in. What about your house? And they went around all 4 of them until they realized there was nowhere to play. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, so they
I
couldn't...
think the more likely story is they all conferred, realised if they played it inside a house, it would very quickly just lead to a foursome instead of playing Monopoly.
Right.
And so to curb that,
Literally, on the
they
curb.
they went to the curb.
2 for 2 is incredible. Sorry. I didn't know if you were teeing that up for yourself
That's
or
a
not.
baseball bat rather than a samurai sword, but the motion's pretty
Do
similar.
you think that they were like, Monopoly is all about houses and streets. So we're better to play it than
take it to the streets.
take it to the streets,
Yeah.
and we're going to do that. And then they're on the side like this. Who sits? It might rain on you. So you'll sit. Who would sit on the side rolling dice on the side of the fucking on the sidewalk? That's what they did. And then the guy inside was like, "You're being too loud." It's not reported.
This gratuitous, obnoxious, loud Monopoly playing must stop. Why did he go out with a stick? Like, he escalated that situation immediately. Why didn't he just go out and say, "Hey, can you pipe
Guys,
the fuck
can you
down?"
Belgians are well known for staying up late, and they love staying out in the pub. All their pubs will stay open as long as you still want to drink. So if you're in a pub in Belgium and it's 5 a.m. or it's 3 a.m. and you're like, I still want to drink, they'll be like, yeah, okay, well, we'll just keep going until you want to stop. Or until there's a tipping point, or like one of them's in there, like, come on, this is just insufficient. But largely, if there's a critical mass of really not that many, they will still stay open for you.
If an establishment is going to make money, they'll stay open. Is what you're saying.
Yeah. It's not like here where like once you get to 1 o'clock or something like that. No, regardless,
just a hard stop. Get the fuck
there's
out.
no hard stop. And one time I went when I was in Brussels.
Not in Bruges.
No,
That's a shame.
regrettably not.
There's a film about that.
There is. It's
I
good.
think they play Monopoly in that too.
Yeah, director's cut, literally with a samurai sword.
That's 3.
No, it's unbelievable.
keeping score.
This shit is incredible. I went to a karaoke bar in Brussels where they tried to vet us to see whether we were good enough to sing. They were like, "Can you sing? Because you're not allowed to come up if you can't."
So they made you sing on the street to prove that you could sing.
Yeah, no, we got in there and they just asked me nicely if I could sing, and I said I could, and then that was proven. My friend that couldn't sing said he could sing. They just got us up there and said, "Can you sing?"
There was no assumption that you might have just lied to get up there.
No, I mean, I guess they kind of like, you say, "Can you sing?" and you go, "Yeah." And if it turns out you can't, then like...
And they cut you with a samurai sword.
Yeah, directly. But that place, I was like, this is amazing. I was there with a guy called Nick Wood, and he could not sing but didn't care. And they didn't care by that point because everyone was drinking. And I went to the bar and I said, like, "Oh man, it's 2 o'clock. Like, when do you close?" Because, you know, they said, we
never close.
Basically, they were like, "We close when you guys want to stop singing. We close when you guys want to stop singing."
Wow.
And newsflash, everybody,
Keep the beers rolling.
nobody wanted to stop singing. So no one stopped singing. I left that place at 6 a.m. It was incredible. Fucking. So I'm telling you, in Belgium, people will stay open and pubs will stay open. Locations will stay open. Why are they on the street? I don't understand it at all.
Yeah. Do you think they were playing Monopoly in a pub before getting kicked out? Potentially.
It's possible.
Yeah, maybe they weren't buying beer. That seems to be the way they'd keep it open.
But yeah, and then the guy outside, like, if you're on the street outside someone's house, normally someone will just come out and say, "Hey, come on."
Hey, could you move along? And you just go down to... sorry, let me just get this accurate. You just move down to 83 to 85 Avenue Oscar van Goitsnoven.
Oscar van Goitsnoven was a very famous board game inventor, which is probably why they wanted to go there in the first place.
Fair enough. Yeah.
He didn't make Monopoly, obviously, but
no, he made the very popular board game Goitsnoven.
That's what he did, and I suspect
do not pass Goits. Do not collect Noven. Noven collects €200.
These guys must have gone directly to jail, though, one would imagine. You know.
Well, the hospital first, probably. But
there's no hospital on the Monopoly
board.
There
isn't, which is surprising because you can make a fuckload of money on that, especially in the the American Monopoly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what happened, but for what it's worth, I do think it's strange that the guy, instead of just going, maybe he did come out a couple of times, but come out with a stick.
Where do you get a stick in your own house?
You've got a stick just
it like a broom handle
in the umbrella?
Or but then you would say a broom handle in the article, sure.
I'm not gonna.
Just went out the back, just pulled one off a tree. Right, I'm gonna stick these motherfuckers, these Monopoly playing cunts.
Were these for Monopoly players? Were these now board gamers are not known to being hench, built, ripped motherfuckers. I know this because I am one and I've been around them. And I don't believe for a second that any person in their house would have any trouble shifting along.
Just asking them to move
would probably be sufficient. Who on earth thought, how big are these guys where they're like, can you move on? And they all just stood up as one on the pavement.
Right.
Went, you fucking what?
All right, sorry.
Get the stick out.
Enjoy Monopoly.
It would be an overreaction for anybody, but it's especially an overreaction to a nerd. Honestly.
Yeah. Dr. Fruitbat said, that sounds like a massive overreaction for what was probably just a noise ordinance violation.
Yeah.
Which I think is one of the community chests.
Yes.
Noise ordinance violation, pay $200.
Pay €50. Yeah. Oh my God. So, I mean, listen, you play Monopoly, you get what's coming to you, basically, as far as I'm concerned.
And apparently that is cut with a samurai sword.
A samurai sword?
Yeah.
He's been wanting to whip that out for ages. It's my time. It's my time. You've been sitting on my wall trying to impress women for ages. Now it's time to actually use it.
Did you hear, and you may have done because it was fairly big news at the time, did you hear about the Power Rangers actor who is now in prison for killing his roommate with a samurai sword?
No, I did not.
It was an accident.
As what?
But yeah, so basically, a dude got drunk in his house and was getting a bit leery and was giving his girlfriend a hard time. The girlfriend sought refuge in the Power Rangers' bedroom.
Right.
They locked the door. Dude was adamant he was coming in, and so was just like starting to hammer on the door. Eventually broke down the door. Power Ranger was defending themselves for some reason with the samurai sword, and he sticked him and he died.
Did the guy burst through like Here's Johnny style through the fucking door, middle of the door, at the point that the guy's like,
Just
I'm
took
gonna
samurai sword straight to the temple.
Yeah. Is that what I presume is happening? Is like, don't come any further. Well, I'm gonna. Oh shit! It's like in The Simpsons where it's like, I'm gonna go like this, and if you keep walking towards me, it's your own fault. Well, I'm gonna go like this, and so I don't know if that's what happened, but
yeah, I think it's that he broke the door down and then advanced into the sword, basically.
Oh my God!
So yeah, so it was basically manslaughter, but. Yeah, the dude's in prison. Which Power Ranger? Ricardo Medina Jr., who was the Red Wild Force Ranger, which is a Power Ranger series that only nerds like me have ever seen.
The kind of nerds that wouldn't have any trouble on the mean streets of Folkestone.
No.
You know how people do things like they do extreme ironing, and they take an ironing board up a mountain, and then they shove the ironing board there while they're kind of like on the edge of the mountain, and then they start fucking ironing because it's like stupid.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
But that's what people are doing. Extreme Monopoly. Doesn't get much more extreme than fucking getting stabbed.
No wonder people lose their little hotel bits so often if they're playing it on the side of a fucking mountain. There's no weight to them. Just blow away in the wind.
There is an idea of doing like a pub crawl around all the Monopoly. Like you have to go and have a drink in all the various.
I'd be up for that.
I don't know how you do it because like there's quite a lot, and obviously if you had a pint in every one, there's like how many properties, but you know, but
well, maybe you just have to decide which properties you're going to buy up.
Yeah,
so you can do all the reds, and then you're like, right, I've done the reds. What's the next most lucrative? That apart from the Mayfair and Park Lane, because you can't do that. Yeah, go to the greens.
You can work it out.
Yeah,
my uncle has done that once, says Letha.
I mean, the idea of just bouncing around London, drinking in Monopoly locations sounds fun, even if you totally cock it up and only do 3 of them.
You can work out a way in which everyone gets a Monopoly board and they can decide what order all the teams have to do certain things and complete certain challenges. And that light just went out.
We have been cast into darkness.
That was playing up earlier.
It was. It didn't come on for you when you first turned it on, did it?
I'm going to see if I can just turn this one towards both of us.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties. Do bear with. as we are cast into darkness. I'm sure it'll come on at some point. Lumus Maxima. No, Lumus. Go fuck yourself up.
That's the one that always has a problem. I don't know why there's a problem over here, because that's not the same plug. So I don't know what the fuck's going on over here.
Who knows?
Jez look like evil Jez. I have another light, but it's going to take time to get, basically. But
well, if that one is not sufficient, then we'll do that. But I think it is. We're a little bit shadowy, but
it might come back on in a bit. Hold on, let me jiggle it. I want to jiggle it.
That's definitely against terms of service. Jiggling it.
Fucking piece of shit.
But basically, we didn't touch it. Obviously, we were sat over here.
Yeah.
And yet it died. So there you go. Oh well.
Well,
improvement for next week.
Well, I have 2 more lights in the other room, so
there you go. That brings going viral to a thrilling lights out conclusion. Much as it was for the dude who got stuck with a samurai sword. It's lights out for you. Right, let's check my notes because we have written numbers, so I know exactly where we're going next. I don't have to ask you this week, and you can introduce it, and I'll push the appropriate button.
This is
good.
This is the segment we like to call "Today I Fucked Up."
It was at this moment that Nathan knew he fucked up.
And this is the story all about how some shit cunt's life got turned upside down and they fucked up. Who wants to go first?
Well, mine is fucking disgusting, and
let's
yours
get
is
it
kind of heartwarming.
Okay, let's get yours out of the way then.
Okay.
Let's.
What? And then yours can be like a palate cleanser.
Yes, or a heart cleanser.
Yes.
Rather than the fart cleanser or whatever.
This one. Oh God! I don't know. By the way, normally this is kind of one you would find and give to me to read, but I have found it.
You've like master founded. I don't know.
Let me read it.
Okay.
I don't think the title for this Today I Fucked
this.
Up is giving us anything. Today I fucked up by staying up all night.
My friends and I 22F, 23F, 24F, and 25M, stayed up all night playing Monopoly on the streets of Belgium. We don't live in Belgium. We're just that kind of cunt.
We thought it wouldn't matter if we stayed up all night, but we were wrong. Oh boy, were we wrong. Regrettably, it isn't that, but I wish it had been that. That would have been so good.
That would have been slick.
Obligatory, I'm on mobile. Well, I mean, we've all got a mobile, mate.
Don't rub it in.
Yeah, we've all got one. Yeah. I've got one. It's over there. Well, it's actually literally over there.
Yeah, mine doesn't do the internet, though, so...
Yeah.
Like, show off.
Obligatory, I'm on mobile. Also, this happened about a week ago.
Everything's a lie.
I know.
Already. Before we've even started.
Nothing is real.
Today I fucked up. Clues in the name, prick.
It still has me messed up though, and that's not a lie. I, 33F, love to read, so I borrow books from the library often. Unfortunately, my boyfriend, 33M, likes to bother me while I'm reading. It doesn't actually explain how he bothers. Hey. I don't know what he does. So I read at night after he goes to sleep. Well, I ended up staying up all night. Hey. That's what he does. Aletha's a bit like that.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, I try to sleep, and well, I'm up playing on the Switch, and she's prodding me in the side of the head.
Can I just cut through the bullshit here? Aletha is telling you to shut the fuck up because you're still doing shit at 3 a.m. while she's trying to sleep.
That sounds more like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's only when I watch The Traitors, Jeremy.
Hashtag Team Aletha. Yeah, you still haven't watched the US Traitors yet, though, have you?
No.
Well,
no.
Guess what you're doing tonight?
Playing No Man's Sky. That's a teaser for bullshit that I love. Right. So she stays up to read. Well, I ended up staying up all night reading. When the sun started rising, I decided to finally lie down. Not long after lying down, my boyfriend got up.
Dump him. Read whenever you like. It's the stock Tamsin answer, but it's never any less true.
No, it's right, isn't it? There's the one we put out today on TikTok, which I found a hashtag for #throw the whole man away. It's the one where he obviously doesn't want to be with this girl, but just keeps trying to hope she'll split up with him and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my God.
The major gaslighty one. Yeah.
More like he's obligatorily on his mobile. Yeah, frequently. Not long after lying down, my boyfriend got up. He went and sat on the chair, which is directly across from me. I could see his phone screen lit up, but I couldn't see the actual screen. He usually listens to music in the morning, so I figured that was what he was doing. So I closed my eyes to try to sleep until I heard him move.
I closed my eyes, draw back the curtain.
To see for certain what I thought I knew. And when I realized what it was, I wish I hadn't.
Any porn will do.
So I closed my eyes to sleep until I heard him move. I opened my eyes and saw him throw something in the hamper. Then he went into the bathroom. I shouldn't have done what I did next.
I know where this is going, and my question is, your girlfriend's right there, man.
I know, right? I checked the hamper. He threw a cum-filled sock into the hamper. But not just any sock. A dirty sock. He's been masturbating into dirty socks.
No.
My dad would be so proud of me for reading this shit out. Socks that he wears on his feet all day. Socks he sweats in. And...
We get it. Socks. Blech.
Socks.
You had me at socks. Blech.
They've been there on a foot.
Feet are wrong.
They are wrong. These feet, Jeremy, are particularly wrong because he has athlete's foot. He didn't even wash his dick afterwards. Almost every time we'd have sex, I would end up with an infection.
Please stop.
I was tested for STIs. He was tested too, and I couldn't figure out what the issue is.
No, it's not an STI. It's an FTI.
It's a foot transmitted disease.
Yeah, that's the appropriate emoji.
I couldn't figure out what the issue was. I was told that sometimes you could get yeast infections from sex. Turns out it was his dirty sock dick the entire time. He caught me separating our dirty clothes, and he asked me why I was doing it. I just told him to keep his dick out of my socks, and then I buried my socks at the bottom of the hamper. He's my ex now.
Wait, it was her socks?
I just think that's the way she was just trying to say it. Just like, it wasn't her socks. Well, it doesn't say that it was her. It says originally it was his sock. I just think she says it that way anyway. As if to reinforce her sock anger. He's my ex now, but we still live together.
Why?
I don't know.
Fucking run.
I don't know if he ever used my socks. I don't know how to really feel about this. I think
he
the
used
chat
your
does.
socks, love.
It was a very disturbing and disgusting experience. TLDR, stayed up all night reading, learned my boyfriend likes to put his penis in dirty socks.
Yeah, you buried the lead big time there, love.
Right?
Today I fucked up by staying up all night. No, today I fucked up by entering into a relationship with a sexual deviant who likes to come in my socks. That's the line.
I mean, I don't think my niece is here at the moment, so...
She is.
Oh, well, in which case I'll definitely say, reading is good for you.
The reading wasn't the problem.
I don't understand what this thing is about socks. I don't get that. I don't get the sock thing. I don't understand.
As in masturbating into a sock?
Yeah.
I think it's just a repository for the cum that you don't want to spurt on the floor, right?
Like why is he getting out and sitting in
like,
a chair and doing it in bed?
Just have sex with your girlfriend. Why
Who's
are you
right there?
Why are you masturbating with your girlfriend right in front of you? That's weird.
Easy.
Just at least ask.
Easy cleanup. I mean, just get a tissue.
Yes.
Tissue. Just get a tissue.
Go to the bathroom.
That's what they're there for.
Oh, Jesus
Why would
Christ.
anyone think a sock over a tissue?
Especially a dirty sock.
Do you know what? Just fuck it. Like
All
the
of
number of
this.
times. Also, right, here's the thing. Number of times.
We also have these things called tissues now.
Right.
Crazy invention.
Here's the other thing: is that when you're having sex, often
I want to see the JML commercial for tissues so that you don't have to come in your socks. That is a commercial I need. Brand new from JML. The tissue.
if she hadn't stayed up reading, she'd have had athlete's fanny for years. That's true. That's true. When you when you have sex and it's all kind of messy and stuff like that, I don't know many times when I've been like, and now immediately we must shower and clean ourselves completely. Sometimes you just fall asleep because that's what happens. And you're going to fall asleep covered in whatever anyway. And just fuck it. Wake up later, you're cleaning the sheets. Who gives a shit? What is this obsession? He must have a sock. Socks are wrong. Not right now. My sock is good, but
So say the Church of Jazz. Socks are wrong. Speaking of socks and your niece, these are the socks that your niece gifted for DGMS 100.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was wearing those socks. Not those socks, but my socks that I got.
Your DGMS 100 socks. Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, it doesn't get more disgusting than that, so we're gonna be okay. But
This
yours
one
is a lot
totally wholesome in comparison.
Yes.
I mean, you could literally... It could be about taking a shit on someone's face, and it would be more wholesome than that bullshit.
But thankfully, this is a lovely.
But no, this is genuinely wholesome. Like
they
so
do feel they fucked up.
If you've been lying, you can listen now.
Yes.
Today I fucked up by getting matching lobster tattoos with my boyfriend after watching Friends.
I mean, I can't say that sounds much like a fuck
Doesn't
up.
sound like a fuck up so far.
No.
But let's find out.
Yeah.
This happened a few months ago. Another liar. It's not today at all.
'Cause I'm a liar.
But I just found out how bad it was today. Okay, less of a lie.
Okay.
Today I discovered the fuck up. Rather, this segment should be called. So my boyfriend and I are huge fans of Friends. And we decided to binge watch the whole series during quarantine. We got to the episode where Phoebe tells Ross that Rachel is his lobster because lobsters mate for life. And we thought it was the cutest thing ever.
Like everybody did.
Yeah, you and every female that's ever watched Friends. We've been dating for 2 years, and we were thinking of taking our relationship to the next level. So we thought, why not get matching lobster tattoos to show our love and commitment? Sounds great. We found a tattoo parlor that was open. That always helps. It helps to find a place that's open whenever you want any good or service.
I tried to go in an escape room the other day, and it was closed.
See?
Unable to use it.
Stopped at the first hurdle.
Indeed.
Or perhaps that was the first level of the escape.
I know, right?
That would be a great like opener for an escape room.
If you
First, you must get in before you can escape.
It looked like there was nobody in there, but if you'd have like looked around through the glass and seen a code, maybe you could have pressed it in, and then boom.
I am now going to open an escape room, except I'm not going to open an escape room. I'm just going to put a contactless like dabber out on a door, advertise the escape room, and then just let people think that you have to go boop to pay for it, but then nothing happens. And they're like, man, I can't get into this escape room. Yeah, you're obviously not skilled enough. Your skill level is not sufficient to get into the escape room to escape the escape room. And I just rake in the cash.
Can you imagine a situation, regardless of an escape room, just setting up a kind of a chip and pin device, like one of these things on the wall of something.
Just seeing who actually just dabs it.
Who dabs it? Yeah. And it would only be a quid or something like that. Maybe
£100.
£100. Like, you don't want anything that anyone's going to complain about.
No.
Like, if it's a quid, you'll be like, oh, well, fuck it. What the fuck did I do that for? But if it's 100 quid, you'll call the police. Do you know what I mean? So, what the fuck? I'm standing here. I'm outside this place. So, I wonder how many quids we can get by just putting a random thing randomly
and
somewhere.
to next level it, and so you've got deniability, you put a sign up next to it. Do not tap your card here.
Yeah.
Because people will then definitely do it.
Yeah. The Jescape room.
It writes itself.
It does.
Anyway, back to the open tattoo parlor. Helpful. We found a tattoo parlor that was open and had good reviews, and we booked an appointment.
Nice.
We chose a simple design of 2 lobsters holding claws.
Oh, that is fucking cute. In a pot as they boil together. To die by your side is such a heavenly way to die.
Sounds poetic.
Applies to lobsters as well.
What about frogs? The ones that get out of the pot when it's... Well, don't get out of the pot when it's slowly boiling.
Imagine one jumps out and the other one's like, help
you
me!
Motherfucker!
I don't know. I didn't think to turn around and assist you. I'm a frog.
We chose a simple design of 2 lobsters holding claws, and we got them inked on our ankles. It hurt like hell, but we were so happy and proud of our tattoos. We took pictures and posted them on Instagram, of course you did, and got a lot of likes and comments from our friends and family. Everyone thought it was adorable and romantic. Fast forward to today. I was browsing Reddit, that's your first mistake, and I came across a post on r Ask Reddit that asked, what is someone everyone thinks is true but is actually false?
Okay.
I clicked on it out of curiosity and saw a comment that said, lobsters don't mate for life. They're actually very promiscuous and will mate with different partners every mating season. I was shocked and confused. I Googled it, and sure enough, it was true.
Sure enough, Phoebe was wrong because she's mad.
Because she's Phoebe.
Because she's Phoebe.
Lobsters are not monogamous at all. They're basically the opposite of what Phoebe said. I felt like an idiot. I had just permanently marked myself with a symbol of something that was completely false. I called my boyfriend and told him the bad news. God, that phone call. Honey, sorry to disturb you at work, but I've got some bad news. Oh my God, what is it? Is my dad okay? Yeah, he's fine. No, just listen. Lobsters don't mate for life.
They're fucking slags.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, lobsters, they're not monogamous at all. Phoebe's a fucking liar.
I'm sure that... Anyway, sorry, carry on.
Well, that explains why I've got my dick in my secretary. I'll see you when I get home.
She saw my lobster tattoo and she was like, oh, you're a lobster, huh?
He got the news a lot sooner than she did.
I think she got the news. Good news.
I called my boyfriend and told him the bad news. He seemed to be equally stunned and embarrassed. I'm glad that they had a scale to measure that against. We both regretted our decision and wished we had done more research before getting the tattoos. Now we're stuck with these stupid lobsters that mean nothing to us. TLDR, my BF and I got matching lobster tattoos after watching Friends because we thought lobsters mate for life. But they don't. They're actually very slutty and will sleep with anyone.
They're actually very slutty.
Lobsters are actually very slutty is the name of this episode. Made a very clawful mistake.
Nice.
Fuck Shedstorm.
I didn't include it because the update is just more bullshit, but basically
everyone probably saying what the chat have said. It's like, who cares? It's cute. And it's like,
everyone's saying exactly what Tamsin says. Like, it's a lovely thing, and it does mean something to you because it means something based on Friends, and it means what we all believe the pop culture reference means. What Phoebe said, it means that it has gone from the real meaning to the Friends meaning, and that is what you've got on you. So I didn't bother to put that in there, basically.
A Borg implant will cover that, no problem. Welcome in, Nick.
No. I've had enough of this. This was a normal stream. Fuck this shit. Hit it.
I can't find it. I can't see.
Where is it? There it is. Enough with the Borg just randomly coming in when we didn't want the Borg. We didn't want you here. We were watching a normal episode of Picard with no Borg in it. I mean, we were watching a normal episode of Don't Get Me Started with no Borg in it, and there was no idea there was going to be a Borg in it, and now there's a fucking Borg here. Well, enough. Get this Borg out of here. Fuck off. We don't want you here. We do want you here, Nick.
Also,
do
hi,
stay
Nick.
here.
Hello. we do want you here.
Spoilers, says Nova.
We don't want your kind here.
Nova's written it. Nova's watched it. I just thought, I mean, that's not an unreasonable time to drop that fucking don't get me Star Trek. But oh my god. Stop. I don't give a fuck if there's spoilers. By the way, no one in this chat really gives a fuck about it apart from
No,
us.
we talk about Star Trek all the time and they don't give a shit. So.
Yeah.
We can spoil Picard all we want.
Oh god.
I did not have the same, visceral disgust of the Borg turning up again in Picard season 3 as you did, but I do feel like the revelation that it's the Borg would have been a lot better if there wasn't any other fucking Borg in the first 2 series.
Oh yeah, you got to keep your powder dry for that fucking thing, basically.
Well, earmuffs, because we're going to talk about it.
Don't spoil it, please. Well, do you know what? I think I'm fine.
You've got it off your chest.
I don't need to go.
I've said
further.
my piece.
Let's leave it at that.
Anyway,
I'll just say hi to Neomaria and say hello. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you very much for the follow earlier.
She is saying exactly the same thing as Tamsin has said. Listen, it's super lovely. It's really great. It's even funnier, even much more cool now. So you're absolutely right. Thanks for coming in, for dropping in for DGMS. Good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're doing well.
There's also a Rue. Hello, Rue. Yes, I am wearing a hat. Thank you for noticing.
And I am good. I'm really good. Thank you very much, Rue.
I'm fine too, you prick. And welcome in, Son of Rachel.
Yes! Where is Son of Rachel in the world? Is he in Texas? Is he here in England? Who knows?
You can never tell.
You can't tell. Let's go to a new segment. Do the next segment. Let us go to the next segment.
So what you're saying is you'd like to advance to the next segment?
I would like to advance to the next segment.
Okay. What is it?
It's a segment we called Confession.
And this is where we'd play a sting. If we had one.
Wait, that's not right.
No, wait, we have a sting.
Yeah.
It's this one.
And this is where we would play a sting because we have one.
This is your confession!
I misheard what you said.
We got there.
I should have just... we wrote down numbers and everything. We had a system. I fucked the system. I've ruined everything. Yeah. Thanks. I'm only on season 2, episode 8. Skip it, mate.
Forget it.
Fuck the first 2 seasons of Picard. Just go straight to season 3. There's nothing really glaring in season 3 that you can't just go, oh, that then? Okay, yeah, fine. Like, just don't bother with seasons 1 and 2.
Season 3 retcons season 2 anyway, so no one gives a shit.
It does, big time. Yeah,
So.
yeah.
They don't even have the grace to wait like 20 years to retcon it. They just waited like no time.
Oh yeah,
at all.
that shit we did last year.
Fuck yourselves.
We realised it was a terrible, terrible mistake. Yeah.
Do you know when are they gonna do if they're doing a Picard?
We're back on the Star
I know,
Trek.
I can't. I'm just saying. Okay, I'll be really quick. But when are they gonna do like a Deep Space Nine? When are we gonna get Cisco?
Never.
Saying
because Avery Brooks is like, fuck y'all, I ain't coming back.
I want Cisco.
Yeah, you and everyone else.
Right?
But he's not coming.
Yeah.
The best you're getting is Kira.
I'm okay with that.
Kira was in Prodigy, Star Trek Prodigy. Or was she? Or was it in Lower Decks? She's in one of them. Her voice is in one of them.
I want Dax, and it's just a story of various different Daxes.
Hey, that would actually make a pretty good series.
But you know what I said to you the other day about how we didn't want Raffi and we wanted Elnor?
Fuck Raffi.
Worf and Elnor in a massive fucking...
Hey, I can't believe there's no Elnor in season 3. What
Elnor
waste.
and Worf as a tag team partnership. Oh shit me. I think I might just put it into BCW if we ever do BCW again.
Nice to hear a familiar voice if you caught it. I did catch it. Yes. Yes, indeed.
Is he talking about Lower Decks or are you talking about...
a voice in Picard season 3, I believe.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yes.
okay. I don't know.
A certain...
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Spoilers.
Right. We've hit
Anyway.
the sting for confession. This is a segment where are they both given to us from the confession?
They are both from the
Google
them
form.
people. That's him. Yeah.
We have a little thing. If you put !confess, it'll bring you up a little Google form you can fill in, and you can write your own anonymous confession. It can be a lie. It can be a truth. It could be your truth. It could be someone else's truth or someone else's lie. That covers it all.
I think so. You lost me halfway, but I'm going to assume that you covered all the bases.
I also lost myself for a minute there.
Better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better
never let it go.
You only get one shot.
No, you can do it many times, actually, as many times as you want.
Yeah, it's not like the put in the C things where you can only do it 3 times. So you can put in as many as you want. I'll go first.
Go for it.
Forgive me, dickheads, for I have sinned. Might call in sick tomorrow. I have a dribbly nose, but I could work for sure. But my colleagues would be totally fine without me. So it seems like a good division of labour to just relax and play video games. I completely agree.
Is that the entire confession?
That's the entire
The
confession.
confession is someone's taking a sickie, but it's not a complete sickie because they are a bit sick.
Yeah.
There is a line, though, for illness when you're feeling ill at home and you're thinking, I'm okay.
See, it's been ruined by working at home.
Yes.
Because as far as I'm concerned, if you have any kind of like sniffles or like a slight cough or anything, you shouldn't go to work.
Yes.
Because you shouldn't give it to other people.
You shouldn't give it to other people. And there's lots of people at work who have this feeling like they must press on like a good little soldier, as it were.
No.
Must go in.
Those people can go fuck themselves. Don't go in. Stay at home.
Because they have
Keep
such
your
loyalty
cold
to
to
the
yourself.
company
Yeah.
that
Why?
they need to...
Your company doesn't give a fuck about you.
You're utterly replaceable.
Yeah.
And I remember one guy who I met just the other day, actually, I hadn't seen for a while, used to work in immigration, never ever took his... You get these days off in lieu for the times they made you work, basically. So we had to work immigration.
Yeah. Like
bank holidays.
Bank holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to work bank holidays because you're a border. You can't just give it up. So
That'd be really convenient for like people trying to enter the country illegally.
yeah, they'd be like, it's the king's coronation. Let's get ourselves
We'll
in,
just
lads.
wait for May Day. We'll come in on May Day. Nobody's watching.
So they essentially had all these days, and then you'd use them later. And he built up like 36 of these days over the years that he never ever uses, and like a real number, a real big number. He's like, no, I don't need them. And I'm like, fucking use them. And even when work, we're like, listen, man, you got to use them or you're going to lose them. And he's like, oh, it doesn't matter. And I'm like,
Give them to me.
I will have them. I will buy them. Give them to me.
Yeah. Cut price annual
Fuck
leave.
me.
Love it. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
What a prick. But yeah, don't feel bad. That's not even really a confession. Just fucking stay at home.
What I will say is that sometimes when you feel like, oh, I think I could probably go in, it's probably because the illness feels more dealable with when you're in bed or on your sofa. The moment you get into actual work where you're being asked to do something,
when you have to deal with people,
it suddenly
dealing with
feels a
people
lot
while
worse.
under the weather is awful. Yeah.
As a person currently on a 3-week holiday, take your fucking holiday.
Absolutely. And if Tamsin said it, then it must be true.
I think Hannah said that.
So she did. I got confused by
They're
the
both
purple.
purple. Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll read my confession.
Mhm.
Forgive me, dickheads, for I have sinned. I have found that I have developed a big crush on a Twitch streamer, not naming them, and I have been caught masturbating over them on at least 2 occasions. 2? You got caught once and then you didn't learn from that? Who caught you? I've even met them, and it hasn't lessened the attraction. I can only presume this is Darren, Any Button Gaming.
I was going to say, whoever you are, it's fine. You can wank over me as much as you like. I'm not bothered.
I love this because it's nonsense, but I would love it to be me. I would love it to be me, because that's the kind of fucking egotistical
egotist he
cunt
is.
I am. I think we'd all love to think that we've been wanked over by someone in our lives. I think that there's nothing that strokes the ego
Than the strokes of another.
Listen, just to make sure that everyone gets a fair crack of the whip, just tonight, just wank over someone different, and like give someone else a chance. It's like gift aid, just like give them the extra little bit just for someone else. Oh my. I wonder who wrote that one. I bet this sounds like a Kenty thing. This seems like a Harley, probably Harley. Harley's the kind of
Harley definitely jerk off over us.
Oh yeah.
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 Which one of us is the question?
He's probably doing it now.
Yeah. Yeah, he comes in, turns on the stream, calls us Kents, and gets to work.
It's just the fucking worst. Well, I mean, those are excellent
Those
confessions.
certainly are confessions.
If you want to confess your sins, excuse me, or someone else's, that's often good as well. Feel free to use that confessional form, which you can see up in the chat. God!
I mean, if you will do it on the street outside 77 to 79 Avenue Oscar Van, can't remember it, can't see it.
You were saying Goatsnoven.
Goatsnoven. Then yeah, you will be caught.
By the way, they've told us where it is. We could go there.
We could go there.
We should go there and play Monopoly again.
Oh, mate, in samurai armor.
Yeah. Oh my god.
In full
samurai armor with a samurai sword.
Yeah.
And sit down and play. They've given us the location. That's really weird, don't
That's
you
what
think?
I'm saying. Yeah, the British media have got better, like, I don't know, standards. Right, I'm here now. You may begin. Well, Harmstone, your absence has been noted, and I will be expecting some kind of explanation via letter from your mum. Okay, it's not acceptable.
I think we should immediately talk about what's been happening.
Okay.
Let these guys talk about those things that they like, so that we can ignore them, and then we'll move on.
Okay. Right. Now, I found the button. We may now proceed. It's the segment we like to call This Is Happening.
In a world filled with haps and naps, two men have risen above to bring you This Is Happening.
Now then, I will scroll to the point at which we can see some of these things. That's last week.
Yeah.
Where's the first bit from this week? There it is. Right. Okay. We're going to ignore the chat for a bit because I've covered the chat with the activity feed to see your haps and naps. And first of all, I'm going to ask you what's hap. Because fuck these people.
Tell you what's nap is that I think I picked up a cough from Captain Brilliant.
Yeah.
But what was hap was the method by which I got it, which was when me and him and Aletha went and played a mega game on Saturday, which I think is actually...
That is the first hap.
Aletha's
from
hap.
Aletha, yeah. Mega game was great, she said.
Mega game. So we went down to Brighton to play a mega game. A mega game is a bit like a massive mega board game.
Megagami.
Megagame. Oh my god, I should have gone along and said that. I said, is this the Megagame? And they'd be like, what? I really wish I said that now. The Megagame is, there was about 25 people playing. I'd say more like 20 actual players and 5 people running it.
20 actual people and several, like, dogs in a meat suit disguised as humans.
All standing up on top of each other.
Exactly.
Balking at them. Yeah, it's basically a big board game with loads of kind of maps in the middle. The setting was a fantasy one, and the realm is kind of destabilized, and we're looking to stabilize the realm. And once the realm gets stabilized, and whoever's got the highest prestige, which you gain by doing cool things and completing tasks and quests, from that faction, you will be crowned king of the realm, basically. So it's a big game. It takes place all day. We got there at like 10. It finishes at 5. You've got rounds and rounds and rounds, and you basically have to negotiate between each other, meet other factions, see what they want, negotiate with them, move your armies around. It's a big strategy game that you're playing in a hall with 20 other people, basically, which is why it's mega. And I have to say is that there's some people turned up in LARP gear. There's a role-play element as well. So it's a bit like a big board game LARP inside. And
so what type of establishment was this in?
It was in a village hall.
Okay, so it wasn't a huge building then, but it was still mega in that sense.
It was mega in content, but not in hall. In fact,
what if next time
yes,
it was inside, like, an amphitheater? Would that make it like a super mega game?
Yes. Yeah.
A few extra cards with blood on them.
Yeah, absolutely. Blood on the streets. But yeah, so that's what we did, and we won. And
that's hap. Winning is hap.
We won. But basically, we had a plan. There's a big kind of when it works, and anyone who plays board games or role playing games or anything like that will understand kind of this concept. But you can understand it anyway. Will be familiar with it. Is what I mean to say. But we're starting at the point of this thing is the game was set after a big war and the realm is totally mega fucked in its mega game.
Super mega fucked.
So we have to build it up to a stability level through doing things. But there's a possibility of putting it down to 0. There's a possibility by destabilizing it further until the realm just crumbles into chaos and nothing.
That is what I would be doing.
So you can go in either direction. And
Chaos, thy name is Jazz.
right, and we were going to go with that plan. We were like, let's fuck it up. Let's fuck it up. Should we fuck it up? And we're just learning the first few turns and trying to understand the rules. And after I've done a few turns, we're like, yeah, let's and then we looked at the board and we were ahead by 3 points. And we're like, let's win the game.
Abort fuck up plan.
It was exactly
Let's
like that.
win
It's
instead.
Like, I remember turning around to Letha and Petty and like being like, let's fucking win this. Keep doing whatever you're fucking doing. We're going to win this. And we won it. And Petty was crowned king.
I can't see what the message is, but it's from Harmstone, so I assume it's Drew.
Calling me out for saying Petty. Yeah. I can't at the moment. I'm being a good boy, but I will.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, so listen, if you guys like the sound of that and you want to come and play another one, we will definitely go and play another one. Obviously, there's a lot of them about. You can go on Mega Game Assembly and look at one near you. Go and play one. I advise you to go and play one, especially if you're a board game fan.
Mega Game Assembly, is that afterwards when they clean up the church hall and you sit there in rows singing songs?
Yeah, you have to say like a prayer or something like that.
The Mega Game Assembly.
We went and did it down in Brighton. It was really, really good. They're all over the place. They're all over the place. So I do say that was what I did. That was what Aletha did. Yeah.
Nap from Aletha. Can't stop, won't stop eating. Man, I fucking love eating.
Can't stop, addicted to the
pizza.
Right? I mean, it's hard. It is hard. And what was made harder at the Mega Game is that we went to announce ourselves, and we're the team, we're the blue team, we were the mages, so we were like a mage academy kind of thing, and the guys to the left of us were a merchant. Academy? The guys to the left of us were a trading group, and then at the end of their little thing, they said, and we bought £70 worth of snacks. So if you want to come and have a snack,
perchance are any of those snacks on the healthy side? No,
they were not.
No, all chocolates and crisps and things. Okay, I'll eat them anyway.
It was incredible. It was just like, do you want to just whatever? And at one point in the middle of the game, because we were friends, we built up this friendship. They came and brought us a kind of wrapped up gift that they brought. They'd obviously brought for people who they thought they would eventually make friends with. It was really good. I can't talk up Mega Games and the guy that ran it enough. It was amazing stuff. So I'll go to another one. You should come and smash it. We can rule together.
We cannot cause chaos together, he says.
Or next time, maybe we will cause chaos. I don't know. But...
Depends if you're winning or not. Hap from H-Boards. Aforementioned 3-week holiday.
That's amazing. Where are you? I don't think I know where you are, but do tell me where you are. I was thinking about contacting Hannah the other day, thinking, we must find a time to go up to London and do some stuff. And then I realised I was mega busy and she's probably in America or something, but she's on holiday.
There you go. Previously on Hollyoaks, Share Your Nap from Rue got arrested on the last day of year 11 because I beat the shit out of a slur for trying to get with my boyfriend. The slur deserved getting her face smashed in.
I don't think they did deserve getting their face smashed in, Rue. I think they didn't deserve that. And I think getting arrested was the correct course of action. I hope you learn from this and move on with your life.
Yeah, maybe next time just buy a hat.
Yeah.
That seems more reasonable.
Just relax. Just relax.
Course of action.
Yeah. Fighting is not the option.
No.
It does sound nap though, am I right?
It's certainly nap.
Very
that
nap.
Much is true. Yeah. You've nailed the nap aspect.
That was really nap for everyone involved. Yeah. There's nobody in that who was happy about that situation.
There's no hap in that situation at all.
No.
Yeah. A slightly more sedate nap from Nova Charter. Nova Charter has not smashed anyone's face in.
No. Not yet.
Not even ours for punching Picard's history and hating on lower decks. I'm surprised. If he's going to punch anyone, it's going to be us, but he hasn't done that yet. Nap from Nova Charter. I'm alone for 3 weeks watching my brother-in-law's dog. Man, that does sound shit.
Mate.
Watching a dog? You poor guy.
I may starve, but the dogs will be okay.
Mate, eat the dogs.
Get some perspective, Nova.
Just eat the dogs. They're made of meat too. It's fine.
Is that the top of that, or is there no more after that?
That is the top.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. Let's have a little look at the chat.
Imbibe. I like that. That's a good thing. You're not allowed to say drink when you're in a drinking contest. So imbibe.
It's one of my favorite rules of Glass of Ming. You're not allowed to say drink, drank, or drunk.
I like that.
Yeah.
Nut chocks. The guy was also allergic. That was funny. We were given nut chocks as the thing in the box. And thing in the thing was and so.
Had re-gifted their nut chocolates.
I think it came from the group in total, so not necessarily just from that person, but it was Gillian, so it's hazelnut, so Aletha can't have it. So like Captain Brilliant's like ripping it open, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to hold you on that one because we can't eat that. And the guy said, I can't eat it either. So like nobody can eat it. So there's just Petty just like wolfing down these things.
I do love Gillian.
Yeah.
That's how you say it. Shell chocolate, as I colloquially call it.
Nap back from holiday, so have to diet, says Son of Rachel.
Well, you don't have to,
but he's going to.
Probably.
Nut chocks, woo!
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, and that is that.
No,
Aletha asked Nova Charter, have you considered wanking into a sock?
Says little cute girl will be away for 3 weeks, so possibly. What's Hap for you? Because I got a couple more Haps.
Yeah. What is Hap for me, and probably only me, is all the spring football that now exists because yet another spring league has started in the USFL.
Yeah, because you had the XFL, and now, as you say,
that's been running for a while. But as a result, on the weekend, I was absolutely spoiled for choice, and I had double football on my 2 TV system. I had one league on one screen, another league on another screen. Then it just went into more games from both leagues, and it was just football. It was great. Fucking loved it.
I on the weekend we were watching football with you, but then we went to see Super Mario Brothers instead.
You did, yeah.
And just a quick version. It's
only on one screen though. So who's the real fucking winner here?
That's
Answer
true.
Me.
Boom. It was a good film.
Maybe we should get a third screen so you can watch Super Mario Brothers at the same time as watching.
Beam. Also went to see The Burnt City, which I've mentioned many times before.
How many times is this now?
That is 8 times I've been to see The Burnt City.
Probably bought a car with that money, couldn't you?
I could
put down a down payment on a house.
I could.
Many things that you could do with that amount of money. It's a very, very fun film, says Harmstone, pushing up his glasses. The critics are being miserable.
Are they? I mean, what is there to say?
I mean, surely it can't be that good. It's still Super Mario Brothers.
I mean,
it's not going to be it's not going to be an Oscar-worthy thing, is it?
Yeah, I think it's as good as you can make a film of that type.
Yeah.
I don't know how
sure
you would.
Yeah.
What did I need to say? Someone has no life. Yeah, I've been 8 times to the Burnt City, and this was possibly the best one.
How many Sage Bambinos is that?
I don't know. I'd have to work it out.
I think probably at least 4.
It's not that expensive. Well, I've been going on some cheap tickets, basically.
Oh, okay.
This last one was £41. It cost me £41 to go.
Yeah.
Which is more reasonable.
Yeah.
Up the Burnt City, says Son of Rachel, who also went to it. Not at the same time as I did, but he has yet to tell me what he thought of it. But
that's cheap. I'm watching Hamilton for £13. I do still need to go and see Hamilton.
It is cheap. 41. I mean, I think 41 quid for any show.
I mean, he's seen
cheap.
it 8 times. There's no questioning that he finds value in this. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Duncan the singer and Mrs. the singer went on it. Went to see it, and me and Mrs. the singer followed the same act around the entire time, basically, and it was incredible. It was brilliant. It was really good. And then we kind of just wound up Duncan by being like, "Oh, you wouldn't get it. It's like because you weren't there," type thing the whole time.
That's why he likes it. It's legalized stalking.
Yeah. If you are in London and you get a chance to go and see the Burnt City,
and
do
you
go
want
and
to
see
stalk
it.
someone, do it. £13? What are you doing? Sneaking in and watching it from the lighting rig? Yeah. No, things don't cost money in Manchester because nobody's got money in Manchester.
He's seeing the tour version. He's seeing the tour, the Manchester tour.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's seeing Lin-Manuel anymore, so
the
it's reasonable, really.
Final thing that I am obsessed about at the moment, as this is happening, that's definitely super hap, is I bought No Man's Sky, which is a video game, and I've been thinking like I really want to play something on my Switch in bed, and I thought, oh, maybe an exploration-y kind of game. And then I saw No Man's Sky was on there, and I thought they've really changed that. It's meant to be really good, and it's basically a space exploration game. I don't know if any of you guys ever played Elite, but Elite was a fun game on the Amiga and on various other things as well, where you just flew around space collecting cargo and selling it to people that wanted to buy it. And then every now and again, pirates came along and shot you.
I played Star Trek Elite Force.
Ah,
Does not
it's
sound
not the
very
same,
similar. No.
Yeah. Oh, I'm enjoying Dredge. I have to say, we were looking at Dredge, and we were quite interested in that. And I think Aletha might buy Dredge. So the fact that you're enjoying that's a big old tick. That probably, I would imagine, will push Aletha over the edge, over the Dredge.
Is Dredge the sequel to Judge Dredd, starring WWE superstar Edge?
No, in this case, WWE superstar, the rated R superstar, is in fact got his PhD, his doctorate, and is now Dr. Edge. That's what that is.
Dr. Edge.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
So yeah, it's Dredge is you're in a little boat and you go around fishing, and then you pick up your fish and you go back and you sell your fish and you get upgrades and you buy bigger boats and get bigger fish and go around. But there's a super eldritch horror Cthulhu kind of aspect to it where the places you're fishing in are massively weird and horrible.
Okay, that got a bit better. I thought you were just describing a fishing game, and
Yeah.
I would rather go and actually dredge for gold or something.
I mean, I think sometimes these kind of
You buried the lead, like you're like you do fishing and stuff.
I wanted to. Well, that's the thing, because that's how their trailer does it. It keeps fishing for stuff in the trailer, and you're like,
and then Cthulhu fucks you up.
yeah, and then you fish for something, and it looks fucked up, and you're like, okay. But yes, it is good. And No Man's Sky is just kind of you go onto planets and you collect resources.
Yeah,
like
super
metals and
open
stuff.
world type stuff.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
And the planets are huge, and then you basically get all the stuff you need to make upgrades and things and buy things, and then you get back in your ship and you go to a space station and sell it all, and you meet the locals and you try and get along with them. But there's something weird going on because you woke up on this planet and you don't know why you can't remember anything and all that sort of shit. So I am obsessed with No Man's Sky, and if we could fuck Shed Store right now, then I would be playing it, but I'm not going to.
But we've at least got another 40 minutes.
I think we should immediately go to this one now.
I agree, because if we're going to do it, it's got to be quick. So this time, when I press this button, it is correct for the segment we like to call Controversial Opinions.
And this is where we'd play a sting. If we had one!
Controversial Opinions
Really need a sting for that.
is a segment where we bring up a controversial opinion, and we can debate whether you think it's controversial or not, or what you even fucking think about it, basically.
You can go first for this one.
Controversial opinion: don't offer to do the washing up at someone else's house when staying over. It's rude and condescending.
Well, yeah, it is condescending because everyone's got a fucking dishwasher.
Don't offer to do the washing up at someone else's house when staying over. It's rude and condescending. A controversial opinion.
It's a very old-fashioned thing, isn't it? Like, it was something that like my aunts and uncles did when they came to stay. It's like,
Or they
just do the after dinner they do the washing up.
If I go round to somewhere, if I go round to your place, you have a dishwasher, so it doesn't. I mean, we'll clear up the table after like Thanksgiving or something like that.
Yeah.
But I would probably say, okay, well, do we need to do anything? And you'll be like, no. But I think that's
at which point you will accept that.
Yeah, you could be like,
correct. That was the right answer.
Even before saying now, I probably even just know that
you've already gone.
Yeah,
It's
with the stuff in.
Just an Alex-shaped bit of dust.
You turn back from the thing.
Yeah,
like, actually, and this is the bowl going. With my chair spinning on one leg. Yeah. It's not rude or condescending, but I agree. Don't do it. You're not going to do it right. Or at least
wash up. I mean, if you're physically washing up, you can't really fuck that up.
You'd be surprised. When I started going out with Aletha, she had very clear ideas about how she wanted shit washed up.
I think this is a specific Aletha thing.
Yeah, I don't really want to get into it.
I think most, you value your balls, I expect.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, literally just soap water and sponge, like that kind of washing up, I'm not sure how you can fuck that up. But there are and we've discussed it before, there are very specific ways to stack a dishwasher and very certain beliefs of how to do it right. So you can definitely fuck that up. Standard.
Tamsanakis, it's not rude, but don't do it at my house, please. I mean, I think I just presume that people in their houses will take care of the stuff that's in the house. Like after you're not staying over. This was staying over, but like I don't think there's never a need to. When I'm at yours, I might leave things by the chair, but if I'm staying there for longer, those things will end up on the kitchen counter. That's probably as far as they'll go.
Yeah.
I'll get them in a kind of a kitchen sink adjacent. That's easier.
Yeah.
I would probably never go further.
Yeah, and you guys feed me here every week before DGMS, and I will at least put the plate in your hand rather than just leave it here.
Although I have a tendency just to be like, I don't think it's rude and condescending to do the washing up. If I watch someone doing the washing up, I'd be like, that's cool, man, but you don't have to do that. But I wouldn't find it rude.
I don't think it's rude.
I just think like, mate, I got it.
Yeah, so I think that is officially a controversial opinion.
It is controversial.
I think we agree there. Controversial opinion, the second. Street lights are the epitome of the nanny state. If you want more light when you're out, take your own torch.
Fuck off! Street lights are the epitome of the nanny state,
said the rapist.
Fuck me, said the rapist. Yeah, it's like I can't rape people if they can see me coming,
illuminated, and they are aware of my existence.
And another thing, like we legally have to have street lighting in areas under 30 miles an hour, or 30 mile an hour areas.
Yes.
So as a result, they have to be there. Like, and if you're saying the nanny state,
so the cars stay on the road and not careen into the pedestrians, and B, so the pedestrians don't go into the road and be careened into.
So we clearly see where shit is. Who in their right minds went, do you know what? I like it when it's dark. I just like darkness. I just want it to be dark all the time.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
This is not a controversial opinion in the sense that no one really holds this opinion.
Only one person holds this opinion, and it's this person.
This isn't even controversial. It's just fucking
promptly
stupid.
Everyone told them to shut the fuck up. Dear me.
Wait, it's 30. You thought it was the other way around. It's 30 if there's street lights. I think they have to have it.
I think that is the rule by which you remember.
Yeah, it's the rule by which you remember.
It's like, I know it's a 30 mile per hour zone because there are street lights.
But
I
like
think it's like a reverse thing.
But if you go another stage, it's like it's a built up area, so they want to have it. But yeah.
When I had a power cut the other day, the only thing that worked was one of the street lights on my street. Most of them didn't, but one did.
I think there's only two along here on this street.
Yeah.
It's just like, what the fuck? Is this written by a bat?
But yeah, take your own torch.
Kind of cringe to be able to see, if I'm honest.
Like, this is the ultimate, like...
Who needs to see?
Can
you read it one more time just so
When you're not quite libertarian enough, you're like, yeah, fuck streetlights, take your own torch. Streetlights are the epitome of the nanny state. If you want more light when you are out, take your own torch.
Take your own torch? Like, that sounds worse, right? It's not a nanny state thing, right? But just like, the further we go, by design, the idea is that we're always trying to continually improve things in everything. So every time you find a thing, you're trying to reduce friction from the things you're doing.
Yes.
And a light outside, which shows the way, means you don't have to take a torch. If you have to take a torch, you are increasing the amount of friction in your life, you fucking twat. Jesus.
Yeah, but I can do it, can't I? So everyone can do it.
Take that torch, turn it sideways, shine out real nice, and shove it up your candy ass. I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay. I like questions.
As we depart this segment, to say that, is this the person who you think is not Anna Torv?
Is this not Anna Torv? She does look Torv-esque. I'll give you that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. That is... I do know her name.
She's in The Holiday.
Yeah.
the Christmas movie, The Holiday.
She does some like kind of horror
And
adjacent things.
She's in We're the Millers.
I can't remember her name. I know this person more than the person you showed me last week. Emma Roberts. Thank you, son of Rachel. The man who's seen every movie ever, of course, had the answer to this question. But yes, you were close. I mean, a bit younger and certainly a bit sexier than Anna Torv, but I can see how I would perhaps have mistaken this person for Anna Torv. But no, Emma Roberts is not Anna Torv. It's not Anna Torv.
Right. Well, listen. With that, brings us inexorably forward.
You've got the mouse. You can press the button.
To the segment we like to call Am I the Arsehole? Wait, I pressed the button. Why did you give me the power? I hit the button that says asshole. Oh, yeah.
That's a clip.
Oh, I'm going to kill it. I'm dying. Oh, my God, I'm dying. It's the one that says, am I?
Yeah, it's the one that says sting.
I didn't see it. I just saw asshole. Oh, my God. I was so confident as well. So funny.
Do you want to try that again? Like, just press the button. Like, fuck words. It's the top one.
This is the segment that clip. I just saw asshole. You should. It says it there. I don't press the buttons. There's a reason for that.
This is why I've got the mouse.
Oh dear. Right. This is got it. This is one of the best episodes. Thank you very much, by the way, all of you, for coming along. Really appreciate it. This is a segment that we like to call Am I the Asshole?
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
Take the
Won't
mouse.
you come with me? I was half expecting it. Trying to sabotage me by putting the mouse down the wrong way as well. Right.
Oh, guys, thank you so much, all of you, for dropping loads and loads of bits in there. For continuing the joke, but in a monetarily kind of way. I can't even speak anymore. But
yeah, we love jokes that also result in us getting money to spend on more stuff for this show. So
yeah, and it does. It all goes in that direction.
Yes. Not a single pizza has been bought with your bits. Let me assure you.
Your father takes the bits.
Yeah. He probably buys pizza with it.
He does.
Do you get pizza in Japan?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I know a lot about Japan, and I can't answer that question. Arsehole hype train. It is an arsehole hype train.
Guys, so good.
Dear me. That is also a nice segue to remind you, speaking of money, that we have a 24-hour stream coming up.
Yes, we do.
It is on the 27th to the 28th of May, starting at 12 midday on the Saturday, rolling to 12 midday on the Sunday, where we will be raising money for our banger rally that we want to do.
Yeah.
Which will provide you with a lot more content of Alex pressing wrong buttons, but this time it will result in us crashing and burning into a ditch rather than just a stamp coming on the screen. And who doesn't want to see that, frankly?
There'll be plenty of fun stuff that we do here, like you expect, like Tifus and like sleep and Iters and get in the seas, gits.
Yeah, it's a 24-hour stream, but we won't change our habits at all. So 9 o'clock, I'm just going to curl up, go for a sleep. I'll wake up about 8 o'clock the next morning, and we'll carry on. That's
we'll hopefully get loads and loads of fun guests, maybe do some giveaway things, play some games, do some stuff that we don't normally do here, maybe some cocktails and stuff.
Yes, yeah. And there are a few old segments that we used to do that I want to bring back for the lols for one time only, and that should be fun as well. So
lots happening. That's what you say, May 27th, 28th.
It is May 27th, 28th, yes.
Yes. So if you're in the area, you could be on the show.
You could, yeah. To be in relief of me when I'm sleeping.
Yeah. We've never done a 24-hour stream either together or apart, and we've watched other people do it.
And
we believe it's easy.
I was going to say we resolutely said on the spot that we would never ever fucking do that because we're not fucking stupid, and yet here we are.
And yet. So, go get
Lardy.
brunch. Have a good one.
Going to get brunch. Well, have fun. Thank you for coming.
Now, what do you want to do? This one is super cunty, so...
Yeah, I think we should finish on that one.
Okay. Do you want to go for it then?
Yes. Is it brunch if it's 8:30? No, that would be breakfast.
That does sound like breakfast.
Although it's not really designated by the time, it is designated by which meal of the day it is. If you've already had breakfast, but you're not quite at lunchtime yet, then it will be brunch. But if it's the first meal of the day, it's breakfast. Thank you for coming to my bread talk.
Nice. Thank you very much if you're contributing to the hype train. Feel free. I appreciate all those bits that tipped us over into it. Thank you so much for contributing.
Yeah. You guys are awesome. Pre-breakfast. That's not a thing. It is breakfast.
Pre-breakfast. I want some pre-breakfast.
Anyway. Am I the arsehole?
Yes, you are.
Am I the arsehole? And actually, we need a full stop in here because it's just a statement that follows it.
Okay.
Am I the arsehole? I created tech support help desk for my family, and now they're mad at me.
I think I see where this is going.
Am I the arsehole? I created a tech support help desk for my family, and now they're mad at me. I'm female, 24 years old. I'm studying computer science, and I'm currently doing an internship at a medium-sized company that hasn't laid off 30% of its employees yet. Shots fired, it's not Twitter. So, since I'm the one who knows about computers, my family sees me as their personal tech support. Every family's got one.
Yep.
And my family is BIG, by
Like
which she
them.
means they are notorious. Got there before him.
I just like...
I've counted at least 4 from you today. I'm getting one in there.
Yeah.
I live with my mom, my little brother, 2 of my aunts, and their kids. Why are there so many fucking people in this house?
Are they in Willy Wonka? They're living in a bed together.
Jesus. Like, kick some aunts out. They can have their own properties, surely.
How many people gonna kick some aunts?
The kids are lazy when it comes to tech shit because they know I'll do it for them. But my mom and aunts are beyond tech illiterate. They're tech morons. Is a moron, like, on the scale, moron and illiterate? I feel like illiterate is worse than moron.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, listen.
I think you've got your scale backwards. Regardless, do they live in a shoe?
You get good Wi-Fi in that shoe?
I am constantly interrupted in my studies. Or Word. What?
She uses Word. It's a Microsoft program.
I think it might be work.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is actually work.
I am constantly interrupted in my studies or work because my cousins forgot their Disney Plus profile pin.
Oh, really? How?
Probably because they didn't write it down.
Yeah.
Or because it's not
Do
a
they
super
need a
memorable
pin?
number like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, probably because they're like parental control
Oh,
out
I
of it.
see. I don't have kids because, fuck them kids,
Yeah.
but,
But also, if they've got the pin, then what's the point of the pin being there? Just turn the pin off.
Yeah.
Like, the reason you put a pin number on something is to keep kids out. So if they just know the pin, then it's redundant. So, yes, you're the arsehole. Next question. I'm constantly interrupted in my studies or work because my cousins forgot their Disney Plus profile pin, or my mom needs to reset her email password again. I actually set up a cloud password manager for them, so that they do not use because they always forget it's an option.
Oh, fuck off.
You've already gone too far for your family. So a few weeks ago, one of my little cousins wanted me to help him reset a password after he got kicked out of Google, and he aggressively knocked on my door, demanding that I help him.
Fuck off. You can't forget it. It auto-completes. No, exactly, right?
Yeah.
This is the problem. Just look it up in one of your password managers like Google has.
Yep.
Or your phone has.
He aggressively knocked on my door, demanding I help him. I asked him, "Do I look like tech support to you?" And he said, "Yes,"
Oh, what a cunt.
with a straight face.
So I punched him in his straight face.
So, I got a domain and set up a help desk.
Love it.
Then I told my family that if they wanted help from me, they should go to the website and submit a ticket.
Raise
for
a
my help.
ticket.
My aunt said I was being ridiculous, but I was deadly serious.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
In the following days, I would give them the cold shoulder if they tried to come up to me with technical problems.
Raise a ticket.
And I'd just tell them to submit a ticket.
Raise a ticket.
And I'd sell them, and I would send them the solution by email. Forgot your mail password? Too bad. Use someone else's mail. Fortnite is lagging?
Fortnite is lagging.
That's-
I wanted to say the thing, but I was just like, Fortnite is lagging? That's your fucking problem? You got a problem with the fucking broadband, mate. Fortnite is lagging. Sorry, I can't.
Get a ticket. And wait till
Fortnite is
I'm-
lagging. Stop playing Fortnite, you cunt. Stop being a twat. Stop lagging on buying a fucking decent game. Sorry, right? Raise a ticket. Sorry, Jeremy. Sorry.
Get a ticket and wait until I'm home. That helped me a lot. But then yesterday, I came back from the university and the whole house was sitting in the living room telling me to sit down. They were doing an intervention
Should have raised the ticket for it, though.
on me. An intervention on me. What the fuck?
You're the cunts!
That's their words, not mine. But what the fuck? They said I was rude, cold, condescending, and unhelpful.
I said, raise a ticket and I'll address it.
My mom said she's tolerated my manly ways. No
What?
idea where that comes
What
from.
the fuck?
Because I'm helpful with technology, but now they won't stand my disrespect and I'm treating them like children.
By the way, before we go any further, you know that she has all the power here. So if you're saying enough is enough, how are you going to
like-
resolve this?
You're like, you're right. I will now give you 0 help.
Right? I'm moving out. Good luck.
Fuck shed store. Good night.
Right?
Yeah. I said, no, I'm treating them like customers.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're the ones being rude.
I'm dying a little on the inside, says Nova Charter. First Picard, now Fortnite. It's no wonder Nova doesn't turn up very often. You go for his jugular every fucking time. Poor Nova.
I'm enjoying this season of Picard.
Yeah. Even with the Borg.
Even with the Borg.
Yeah.
That killed me.
We just wish the Borg were only in season 3,
Fucking killed me.
not the rest of
I'm
it.
fucking Troy. We can't. It's just too much and would kill me. Anyway.
The discussion got heated and turned into a screaming match. I said I would move in with my ex-stepfather because he doesn't ask me to do shit. And that's the plot to a porno. It doesn't say that.
Ex-stepfather? How did he stop being a stepfather? Did
When-
they get a
when-
new one?
When his mother broke up with him.
And started going out with a new...
I don't even think you need to go out with a new person. It's just if
They-
they were your stepfather and the relationship ends, they're no longer your stepfather.
Right, yes. Regardless of whether someone is replaced.
Yeah. I've
Thank
never
you
seen
for-
that term before either. Ex-stepfather.
Man, how fucked up do you need to be? The original father fucks you off, and now your new stepfather fucks you off. Man, you must be an annoying
Yeah,
kid.
no, the father's not in this at all.
It's
just
he
mum,
pieced
little
out
brother,
ages
2
ago.
aunts, and the kid's like,
He knows how to use tech.
yeah,
That's how we met all those other women.
yeah. I said I would move with my ex-stepfather because he doesn't ask me to do shit. I'm still with my family, but I feel like everyone hates me now. But my ex-stepfather...
I don't hate you.
No, I think you're incredible.
I think you're incredible. You're amazing.
My ex-stepfather says, I'm on... What the fuck? Can't use sentences, though, so you're not that incredible. But my ex-stepfather says, I'm on my right to be annoyed by them. Am I the asshole?
Well, don't ask me to press the button. We'll never get there. You'll get in the sea. Sploosh.
Well, in the absence of pressing the button, you can render a judgment, and I'll push a button. What do you think?
Well, I'd like to know, but I think a solid, not the arsehole on this one, says Dr.
Absolutely.
Fruit Bat.
Yeah. Can we just discuss the line? Jesus fuck. My mom said she's tolerated my manly ways. What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know what it means, but it suggests that the mother is living in the past where there's kind of assigned gender roles, and tech
Is not the woman's role.
it's a woman's role is to have children, cook and clean.
There are no computers in the kitchen, my dear.
No, the men reset the passwords, and anything vaguely computery, like the clock on the cooker, and like the microwave and various other things like that, the man can work that out.
Maybe you shouldn't have broke up with the girl's father and then the new stepdad who got the fuck out of there.
I think I understand a little bit more about it. You know, I was giving shit to the girl, obviously, as a joke, but the real reason these guys left was very much about the mum, right? The mum is super toxic. Oh, dear God.
Yeah.
All the grunting and roaring as he unscrews the PC chassis.
Hard work, this. Definitely.
I've
man's
tolerated your manly ways. I've tolerated your cunty ways. You see, the thing about it, Mum, is that I could stop doing tech, but you'll always be a cunt.
Yeah.
So, you know. So, on behalf of everyone in the chat, I will say that this woman is not the arsehole.
There you go.
I'll say mine now.
Because that's how this segment works.
Yes.
First, I say one, and then he says one.
Mm.
And then very rarely, and not today, don't get fucking excited, we read another one.
Yeah, don't get excited. I enjoyed that one, though.
That was a great one.
Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah, lots of fun to talk about it.
It'll play well on the tickers as well.
Yes. And you can have a look at TikTok by going to our socials, by going in !social and checking out any number of them. They're all on DGMS Live, and you can check them all out and like and share and tell your friends and all that sort of shit.
Yes.
And while you're there, wank over us, and hopefully you won't get
They
caught.
do that anyway. We don't need to tell them to do that.
Okay, good. That is implied. Yeah. Thank you very much for that, Will, and for all your bits. Everybody for all their bits. Am I the arsehole
You absolutely are.
for demanding my girlfriend tells me her author's pen name? Am I the arsehole for demanding my girlfriend tells me her author's pen name?
Well, you're not on to a good start with the word demanding.
I know.
Let me tell you.
I hit that hard because I felt it was important.
If it was, am I the arsehole for casually asking, generally wondering what my girlfriend's pen name is,
for musing,
you might have been okay. But demanding,
but not worrying. It was neither here nor there to me. Is not something this person says.
No.
I've, M32, been dating Siobhan, F32, for 6 months now. She's always been very vague about what she does for a living. She says things like writing and working from home writing.
She's not a writer. She's on OnlyFans.
Sorry. 6 months? But recently, one of her friends mentioned something, and I finally dragged it out of her. She's an author. She writes and self-publishes romance and erotica stories and novels, and while not rich, she's able to make a living from it. I googled her name and couldn't find anything, so I confronted her about this.
Confronted her?
Oh,
really?
This guy. I would love to read the fucking comments after this, like using such words as confronted and demanding.
Yeah. Like you know when you're doing your GCSEs and you're like, right, got to get emotive language in there.
Yeah.
This person gets a fucking A.
She's
A for arsehole, that is.
She said she's writing under a pen name, so I demanded she give it to me so I know what she does.
Yeah, keep demanding. That'll work for you.
It's none of your fucking business.
Yeah.
And this shit ain't gonna fly.
No.
She refuses, saying she doesn't want it to be leaked even by accident, and no one knows. We got some rules to follow. I accused her of not trusting me, and no one was surprised. And she still refused, which was really annoying.
Perhaps, sir, you should take the fucking hint.
I tried a nicer approach to manipulate her because my original cunty attitude had not worked. And told her that I want to know her fantasies so I can try it out with her. And she told me that what she writes aren't her fantasies, but her readers. And she's still not going to tell me. So she writes like bespoke stuff. She's basically not necessarily, but she writes all this stuff, and the people that are reading it love that fantasy. So she just gives more of that stuff, regardless of whether she likes it or not.
Yes, and they're coming from the assumption that authors write things based on their own real life.
Yeah.
Which would really be awkward for many, many novels.
So at night, I tried to check her laptop for her pen name.
Snooping, I see. Yes, the mother-in-law approach.
But she changed her password before bed.
Smart.
You fucking knew it? I was annoyed and told her she clearly doesn't trust me. Yeah, whatever gave her that idea as you snoop around her laptop? What do you think might have given away that she doesn't trust you?
Perhaps, girlfriend, next time, instead of changing your password, you could change your boyfriend.
Boom. Fuck shed store. I was annoyed and told her she clearly doesn't trust me, and it's not fair because I have a right to know what she writes. Incorrect. Especially since it's a sensitive topic, and I don't know her if I don't know her pen name. Love me, love my pen name.
Yes, of course. The rights that our forefathers fought for.
Yes.
The right to know your girlfriend's
Pseudonym.
pen name.
Yeah. She was furious. I tried to look on her laptop and told me to go home. Before leaving, I smashed her laptop on the ground. Before leaving, I told her when she calls to apologise, I expect to get her pen name with the apology. Oh, Jesus.
Nope. All the nope. Nope. Go fuck yourself.
Has Tamsin exploded yet? She was, Before leaving, I told her when she calls to apologise, I expect to get her pen name with the apology. She called me an asshole on my way out. I thought she called by now, but she hasn't.
Shocked. I'm truly, truly shocked.
My sister told me I was the asshole, and I should apologise, but I just don't see it, and I need a second opinion. Was I the asshole?
I would suggest, sir, that you've probably received several opinions by now, and none of them are the opinion that you are looking for.
No. I kind of hope this is fake because it's so terrible, and the person makes all the wrong decisions.
There's absolutely no self-awareness in this.
No redeeming
whatsoever.
aspect.
No.
But
unbelievable.
I'm waiting by the phone for my apology and the pen name. It's very important. I know who you are. I really want to know. And it's like, well, you ain't gonna.
See, what I would do as the girlfriend is I would publish a short story on the internet under a brand new pen name about how my boyfriend was such a massive bellend. Then I would give them that pen name. And at the bottom of the short story is the girlfriend broke up with the dickhead boyfriend. Go fuck yourself. Insert
that would be
name.
amazing.
Drop the mic. Out of here.
Yeah.
Back on OnlyFans.
Yeah. And it's like...
Which is what she actually does.
I met a guy who was sexy and had a bigger dick. And I fucked him all day long. Yeah, that would be a good way to do it. But I suspect they aren't together anymore.
I would hope that they're not together anymore. Otherwise, she is seriously a glutton for punishment.
Yeah. But we need to make a judgment on this, and I feel like we're all on this. Someone needs to check on Tasman. Fucking hell.
My God, Hubstone. Just keep prodding, don't you? Yeah. Much like the man inside either 77, 78, or 79 Avenue Oscar van Godsnoven.
No, that was the best one you've done.
Is it? No, sorry, I'll do it again. Goidsnoven.
Perfect.
Yeah. Anyway, we were judgmenting.
I can't remember what the question was because I threw it over there. Was it like from his perspective? Am I the arsehole for? Well, yes, mate. Listen, you're the fucking arsehole.
There's no question. None whatsoever.
You should know that by now, but just in case you don't, I do hope you watch this. That brings us to the end, really neatly, in under 2 hours, in what can only be described as the most organized don't get me started we've done.
It's true, there were numbers and everything. Well, I say it was organized, but I pressed the wrong sting because I didn't look at the numbers properly. You pressed the stamp instead of the sting.
The light went out.
The light went out. It's been a clusterfuck, but yet somehow it has also been probably one of the more slick episodes we've ever done.
This is
how is it both?
Well, this is how I feel about American football, right? Because like you can like keep turning it over and down, keep turning it over and down, and somehow you can still fucking pull out a W at the end.
Well, I would say that the main people that pulled out the W tonight are you for joining us on Don't Get Me Started.